Hello, and welcome to the 2019-2020 season of Blue Streak News. I'm Josh Deliver, and I'm currently standing in the neighborhood, which houses the room of a certain teacher that has and is currently making a name for himself on social media. You'll find about that and the more here on BSN. Before we get into the main story of today, Mr. Wagner, another teacher here in the neighborhood, assigns his sociology classes to go to well-known landmarks within or around Lancaster County. Here's Nene Milligan's story about this sociology project.
Are you looking for places to go or things to do? Maybe you want to chocolate walk in Lidditz in October, or maybe skydive the Marietta, or get a membership at Universal Gym. We often think that there's nothing to do in this small county we call Lancaster. But with the help from Mr. Wagner's sociology project, Lancaster 100, this proves us wrong. I interviewed Mr. Wagner to get the gist of what the project's about.
The project's called the Lancasters 100, and it's grown over the years, so it's up over 200 things to do now. And it's meant to get people out of their little township bubble, so you get to experience some things. People always complain that there's nothing to do, so I give you a list of 232 things you could possibly do, but it's more or less to get out of this little township suburban lifestyle and go see what else there is around here and experience different cultures.
Due to there being over 200 things to do on the list, students are required to do 25 things. It may seem like it's a lot of work, but many of the students had fun doing this project.
You'd have to ask them. I think they do. Social is an elective, so it should be a little bit fun and it should be impactful. I think they enjoy it. You always have a handful that will wait until the very last minute and try to knock out 25 things the day before. But if they do it right and spread it out and they do it with friends, that's the best way to do it.
I also asked Tarja John if she enjoyed the project.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was like a chance to get out into Lancaster, which I don't really do often.
But if you're not taking a sociology class, here are some things that you can do to get you out there.
I'm big on the outdoorsy stuff. Like, I think everybody should experience Tuckahoe Glen and Kelly's Run and the Pinnacle, especially in the fall. Middle Creek to see the snow geese in the winter is pretty awesome. Eating. If you're eating, the great debate is always, where the best cheesesteak is in Lancaster and where the best wings are in Lancaster. I think you got to get down to Rendezvous downtown, and you got to get to Smith's Hotel in Columbia. If you can check out any of the rooftops, Telus, Altana, the Exchange, anything downtown that gives you a view of the city is great.
The Lancaster 100 not only gets you out there to do new things, but to get to know and have fun with other students. Also, if you're not able to do this project, there's an alternative.
So I tell them to try to pair up with a senior. That's the other thing we try to do is break down some of the cliques here. But if they can't do it and they come to me and want an alternative assignment, I'll work with them. The map that you took a picture of earlier, I had a kid create a travel brochure of 25 things you could do. So the money should not be an obstacle, it's the experience.
Thanks, Nene. Now, across this hallway is a classroom of Mr. Enk. People know him as the history teacher. Other people know him for his Muskrat Stew on Muskrat Day, while Instagram knows him as Big Enk Tries. Here's Mitchell Kelly's story about this food review sensation.
There are a lot of unique Instagram accounts out in the world. One of them happens to take root in the basement of this school. I'm talking about social studies teacher Mr. Enk's Instagram. But don't confuse him with your typical Instagram celebrity influencer. Rather, his page is a show where he tries wacky food. It's called Big Enk Tries. The show started as a simple 3-second clip.
That's good.
but grew to an Instagram account with over 500 followers.
Whoa! A tarantula! Where'd these come from?
Big Ank Tries is me, Big Ank, trying things. Simple as that. So last school year, in the fall of 2018, two students I had in class, Erica Arbadella and Brittany Lee, I thought they would be funny, and one of them came up to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Hank, try this." And somebody was filming it. So I was like, I tried it. I can't remember what it was. But, I was like, I'll try it. And then it started to grow from that. It's like, we ought to film you trying something every day. So, yeah, and I said, Big Ang Tries. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. Big Ang Tries. And that's how it started.
Big Ank himself has tried all sorts of things and even accepts food from students to try on the show.
I've had squid. I've had yum yum flavored coated peanuts, sriracha peanuts, Locumo tropical something or other.
The show's producers are just as enthusiastic as Big Ank.
Hi, I'm Ethan Demler. I am one of the new producers for the 2019-2020 year of Big Ank Tries. Been a great year so far. We were big fans of the show last year. I brought in some foods for the big man. He gets a little bit grumpy if we're not feeding him. So this is the Big Ank wall of food here. Started out as just a little tiny thing, right? There was one thing in particular that I just hated, and that was last year. That was this jumbo calamar. Right? That was just absolutely that was horrible. I think everything he's tried, he's given above a 5. I don't think there's one thing that he has tried that he hasn't liked.
As a special treat, we got to be a part of a taping of Big Ank Tries and see what happens behind the scenes.
All right. You ready, Big Ank?
I'm ready anytime you are.
All right, let's go.
All right, hey, happy TGIF here at Big Ank Tries. With me.
You can tell that not only does he enjoy it, but so does his viewers.
Big Ank Tries, it's good fish.
I know. Yeah, why not?
Big Ank loves to try things.
Prior to teaching, I was in the Marine Corps and had the good fortune of traveling around the world. And so I think that's where trying new foods, my love of trying new foods came from. So again, if you have something you want me to try, I would love to try it. And man, if you have some sort of home style cooking that you think is unique, bring it in, we'll try it here on Big Ank Tries.
This has been Mitchell Calais, signing off.
Thanks, Mitchell. That's all the time we have for today's broadcast, but tune in for our next one for a review of Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal. Here's a clip.
We meet the Skeksis Emperor, and he's dead. There's also this guy.
I hate your whimper.
I second that.
And if you're on your way to go follow Big Ank Tries on Instagram, give us a follow at BSN_online and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, New Blue Streak News, for exclusive videos and previous broadcasts. I'm Josh Deliver. You just watched Blue Streak News, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.